Hello and welcome back to Side Quest Stories. I'm Matt, and today we're going to be playing some more of the Talos Principle 2. So let's swap over to the game. Hopefully it shows. Not sure why this game seems to take a while to swap over. Last time we went into the megastructure for the third time. We didn't get Byron back, unfortunately, but we did. We freed Prometheus, which yet to see the effects of that. The mayor and some other people have turned up from New Jerusalem, but I'm not sure where they went. They seem to have vanished. If you're enjoying the series so far, do please be sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications. If you like the video, regardless of whether or not you're interested in future videos, I do appreciate if you hit the like button, as it does help the channel. Okay, let's head off to West One. Western Delta.
How's the system looking, Melville? Any obvious changes?
It's still a mess, but things are clearing up. I can access some of the subroutines that I was locked out of before. Nothing is obviously malfunctioning, I think.
Does it still accord special significance to 1K?
Yes, it recognizes 1K as a user. I'm just hacking things.
As I suspected, the Founder sees you, 1K.
A swamp here. With the snowy mountains in the background. A funky tower. I do appreciate a good funky tower. Woo! 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 Yep, we got some new folks here. Hello, Linux.
Nice to be outside the city, isn't it?
You think the goal's a myth? What's your thoughts on the thing of everything? You haven't told me to promote yourself. This is Byron. Okay, you haven't told me to promote yourself. Probably a good start.
That's because I find such conversations boring.
Okay, it's fair, but I don't know who I'm talking with otherwise. So vision of our future.
Holistic, tech-assisted, communal utopia. I'd settle for nudging the needle. It's a myth, it's a symbol, but mostly, it's just a goal.
Yeah.
Not totally implausible. I wouldn't be able to resist taking a look.
How do you know Byron?
We respected each other and I supported him. We had our philosophical differences, of course. He placed much greater emphasis on the individual than I did, but overall I think he was our best bet. Still is, I hope.
Raya.
What can I do for you, 1K?
As in town crier or person who's just bawling their eyes out?
I believe that journalism serves an important function in our society, and I'm dedicated to reporting the truth with accountability and responsibility.
What does responsibility mean in the context of your work?
It means understanding that I can't just publish things without considering their impact. Serious disruptions to the social fabric of New Jerusalem could endanger lives. That's not journalism anymore.
It does mean that you're hanging on to things because you don't trust the people. I'm not sure I agree with that method of journalism. Which seems to be the only method of journalism these days.
It's a complex issue, and I think it should be left to experts.
Yeah, again, define an expert.
As a journalist, I think the line between speculation and disinformation is too thin for me to engage in guessing games.
You're not all that interesting. You are. a thing. Okay. Some deer. Hello. Goodbye. Okay, number 1. Do we have a new mechanic here? Servitor. Oh, we have a floating laser thing. Well, that's certainly interesting. And it goes round. It follows this. It's here, so presumably if I pick this up, it'll stop moving. Yeah. What we got to do here? Let's pop across. Okay, with a blue beam. Let's try and keep this locked in place a little bit like that. Breaks when it goes off a bit. Doesn't quite work. There. Now does that work? Nope. And again. Okay. You get that. Okay, that works. But then I can't get through. Let's connect to that somehow. Ow, that's the question. Let's take these both through. Hopefully I can work with them. Let's see. You need to go on there and connect to... doesn't really matter. And now I need to move you like this. And break it. And then connect to you. You like that. Go.
I know you're all thinking about the goal and the theory of everything. Is the past what we thought it was? Is the future what we want it to be? But the only thing that's real, at the end of the day, is the present. And right now, what matters is that our friend is lost and needs our help.
Yes, but we've also done a lot of civilization changing things to save that one person. Not that I don't want to save Byron, I just think that should be pointed out. Okay, that lets me go through here. Okay. Connect to that, and that, and that. Over here. And then snap on the switch. Bring it out like that. And I can pop this on the switch and it'll let me go through and grab the box. Okay. And that's going to leave me stranded, isn't it? Yeah, that's a bad idea. And we connect there to... Yep. That's okay. Good. Go, that's we get this thing. We could climb out. Okay, over here we have another one. So now I need to connect you so you can move a bit further along. Like that. Go. Okay, now we need the box. They can stand on. That. You. Yeah. There we go. 2 down. Automatic doors. Okay, I think that will do while I'm in there. Bring that stuff out. I can sit that on top of it if it'll get through the barrier. Oh, it doesn't move through the barrier. Bring it over here. Okay. So, can hit that blue door. What I really need is that red door. Okay, I can deal with this. Okay, we'll get you back through there. Back as it was. Not in those places at once. Okay, so how do I... Oh, I see. Okay, so I've got to bring it back over here. Okay, now I need to power it in a way where this can hang on to it. No, that wasn't going to work. I remember that wasn't going to work. I can't hold it open if it's on top of it. If I get it over here, I can connect to the blue. Is that the right place? It was. Nice. Okay. So. With you connected to that. And then you can connect to that. But how do I get blue to the other one? No, that doesn't. Actually. Okay, I'm missing something critical here. Need to get this through to the other side, but how do I do that? Doesn't help. Can't stand on top because you get the same problem where it runs out of space. Yeah, doesn't quite work. Right, I think this one come back to. Yep. Yeah, upstairs.
What can I do for you? It's possible. I won't trust Prometheus until he actually leads us to Byron, but yeah, seems likely. But even if it is a myth, that doesn't mean we can just abandon it. Myths can contain elements of truth, and I think this one exists for a reason.
Yeah.
Maybe we had to create this imaginary founder because the real one lost her way. It's the only way I can explain what she's built here. She got wrapped up in her ideas and lost all sense of perspective. People have thought they understood everything before. Obviously, Athena has unlocked tremendous powers, but forgive me if I'm skeptical that her theory really encompasses everything.
There's two things here. There's one which is physics, which is the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, which maybe there's a way around it, but I kind of doubt it. The other one is literally just what we've seen in the plot so far, which is that Athena said that she had control of everything except being able to bring back Miranda, so clearly it's not everything. Clearly she can't bring back the dead. Well, then Miranda was able to create new life. Sounds definitive, and this is a question. I prefer a question.
Then I don't think it's something we need to know. We're not going to find happiness or meaning in some equation, 1K.
Meaning, no. Happiness, not the equation itself, but its outcome, right?
Byron couldn't stand him. Have you ever tried asking the mayor a difficult question, he used to say. But I think he does an all right job, to be honest.
I'm not a fan.
I try to stay out of their circuits, and they try to stay out of mine. Helga is an old friend, but the others, they're not my crowd. He's smarter than people give him credit for. There's more to some folks than meets the eye, you know.
I've not had a reason to dislike him at this point. Alright, you're queuing up for a conversation today?
1K, listen. I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah, sure.
From your perspective, as someone who's still new to our society, do you think New Jerusalem betrayed Athena?
I don't think Athena ever wanted New Jerusalem to do what it's doing, but kind of the opposite way round to, I think, how you're saying it. Because it wasn't about the goal that they betrayed her. They betrayed her by turning her into a myth. A myth that wasn't quite consistent with her actual ideas. Yes, now it's necessary to turn away from her ideas. The democracy people are not obliged to support where their leaders want them to. I think. Yeah, but a lot of democracies are limited by constitutions. The sort of underlying fabrics upon which the democracy runs. Because otherwise you could end up undermining the way in which the democracy works. So I'm not going to answer that one. Because the goal is like a constitution. Jerusalem is in one way, I think.
It's not. You're right. And Byron and a handful of others stood up for Athena. But what did I do? Just kept working. The occasional sarcastic remark isn't resistance. It's not fighting for something. It's just thinly disguised apathy.
You can't change history by yourself. You believe that you were wrong. You can change history by yourself, just not always intentionally. You believe that you were wrong and make different choices now. Don't let your empathy for Athena make you forget your legitimate doubts. The whole thing, all of this is about been repeating mistakes of the past, so I think this is the most constructive thing I can say.
I will. But it's hard not to regret the past.
I should get back to my puzzles. Go on to this.
Yes, of course it is.
Yes.
I don't know. I suspect he's around here somewhere, biding his time. But what he's waiting for, not a clue.
Why was it so easy for people to believe in the goal?
Because there's no effort involved. Building a better world means taking responsibility. It means making choices and living with their consequences. Surrendering to nature is just letting go.
I'm interested to see what you think of her when you visit. I get the feeling you don't like him.
When I think about the state New Jerusalem is in, he's put us all in danger. I don't know if he really believes in the goal or if it's just a convenient myth, but I don't care. This is not how you build a living civilization. I'd like to help make New Jerusalem the city it was meant to be. And then I'd like to help build new cities. On Earth and up there too. Cities nobody's ever imagined before.
Well, look. You're dreaming. Oh dear. Come on, get unstuck. Ah! Yeah. Trying to help you. Get you unstuck. One more. There you go. Be free. Yeah, I didn't do 3, but 4 is over here. And I've got another message. Okay, give it that back.
You know, when I decided that we should call ourselves human, I did that because it seemed like a powerful symbol of our continuity. But the truth is, and I'm ashamed to admit this, I thought we were better than them. I thought we understood the value of civilization, and we wouldn't repeat the same mistakes. But the simulation worked too well.
We're not just like them. We are them.
We really are.
But that doesn't have to be a bad thing, Athena. We may have the same flaws, but we also have all the potential they did. Everything that Alexandra Drennan saw in them is also in us.
I hope you're right. I really do.
Ah! Ah! This is what I get for saving you. Surfing. So I guess I've got to jump on it. But not right now. Okay, so it's a red one. That's... There's what? Not sure. Yeah, so it does something. Okay, I'm gonna get to the center point. Like that. And then I can pick up these. Put this in there. So let's make it a box. Next we connect that to that, or nearly. Yep. You go there, you go there. Okay, like that. I need this in position as well. That lets me get another connected. Lets me get the fan. Yeah. That's interesting. Once on it. Okay. Don't make a threat. I recognise that many citizens feel the need to discuss the visions experienced by 1K, which suggests that perhaps certain aspects of what we have hitherto believed about the founder and the goal may be inaccurate. However, given the controversy surrounding the subject matter, I will ask everyone to be particularly careful in how they express themselves. I think we have final and irrevocable proof that we've strayed from Athena's original vision. I agree, but I'd like to submit that even if that weren't the case, deliberately engineering an energy-poor future would still be a disastrous and misanthropic idea. How do we know any of this is real? Athena's voice is just Alexander Drennan's. I could switch to the same voice back right now and record myself telling me that the goal is the truth. Ovis makes a good point. Objective truth is not a concept that can be applied to the world we live in. Fine. Then we can just collectively decide to believe in something else, right? Doesn't even have to be Athena. Let's just believe in Byron's ideas instead. Byron's ideas are a teleological fantasy. But if it's all arbitrary, what does that matter? I just don't buy this whole goal thing anymore. Byron was right. Does it matter what Athena believes? Honest question. Let's say the founder is a myth that was constructed around her. In that scenario, what do we owe Athena at the end of the day? S2, loyalty. I think except what we also owe each other, we should at least take our ideas seriously and apology. We should at least take our ideas seriously. I think she just wanted to be a person and not like a religious figure. Can't argue with that. I don't know if these really were her true ideas, but if they were, then we need to think about why she would embrace this outdated ethos, and then consider whether the essence of the goal could be maintained without belief in the founder. That's blasphemy. The founder is the heart of the goal. Maybe, maybe not. Or none of this matters because it's actually aliens. Okay, it's sprite time. We're at south plus 2.5. Plus 5. Go, over here. Jumping around.
Father, what is my purpose? Do I have a purpose? Mother says purpose is something we choose, but I feel like there's something there. Something that's been there from the moment I was born. Maybe even before.
Like that's the bride.
Well, there are many ways of looking at this, and everyone's experience is different, so you'll have to make up your own mind. But I have a little theory, if you'd like to humor your old man.
Of course. What is it?
The universe is eternal, but it's always lost in a deep, dreamless sleep. You are a tiny little bit of the universe that's suddenly woken up, and you've realized that being awake is better than being asleep. And that gives you a purpose.
And what is my purpose?
To be, Miranda. Just to be.
Okay, presumably that's a puzzle that I don't know the solution to at this point. Can I jump up here? No. How do I get up? Maybe it's via the puzzle? Right, I'm on that border now, but never mind. Elements. Got a blue one, red one, red beam. Oh. Aha! There is how you get to the sprite. Interesting. Nope, didn't like that. Can't get up to it like that. Blue lights to get into there. Oh, I now can't get up there. I need them both connected. Okay, and then let's wait for this one. Hey. Guess I'll come back to that. Before I do that, from Orina to Athena. Athena, I know that we didn't have the greatest relationship and I frequently antagonized you. The truth is I resented you, resented this mythology of the Founder. I thought you had created it deliberately as a way of controlling us. I wanted so badly to be free and you seemed to stand in the way of that. Only after you left and the cult of personality grew even wilder did I realize it was actually a burden and an impediment to you. When they turned your myth into the opposite of everything you actually believed, started tearing down your dreams and your own name, I realized I'd wronged you. And now I'm less free than ever. I feel the walls crushing me. I don't know where you are or what you're doing. I don't know if coming back would fix things, but I'm sorry, Aurenia. Atlas and Ladon from the Atlas Variations by Athanasius. What do you want? After a billion years when Atlas has grown... Start again. After a billion years when Atlas had grown old and tired of holding up the world, he was faced with a dilemma. Heracles, the son of Zeus, was on his way to the garden of Hesperides to claim the golden apples, which were guarded by the dragon Ladon. Zeus came to Atlas and promised that if Atlas helped Heracles slay the dragon, Zeus would free Atlas from his burden. But Atlas, seeing the beauty and innocence of Ladon, beloved of the Hesperides, could not slay the beast. Instead, he stole the apples and gave them to Heracles, and so he was condemned to bear the weight of the cosmos for another billion years. But though Atlas grieved for his freedom, he was comforted by watching Ladon flourish in the verdant garden. Why not? Oh, Oscar Wilde. Joy and beauty from the soul of man. Sympathy with pain there will, of course, always be. It is one of the first instincts of man. The animals, which are individual, the higher animals, that is to say, share it with us. But it must be remembered that while sympathy with joy intensifies the sum of joy in the world, sympathy with pain does not really diminish the amount of pain. It may make man better to be able to endure evil, but the evil remains. Sympathy with consumption does not cure consumption. That is what science does. Christ made no attempt to reconstruct society, and consequently the individualism that he preached to man could be realized only through pain or in solitude. The ideals that we owe to Christ are the ideals of the man who abandons society entirely, or of the man who resists society absolutely. But man is naturally social. Even the Thebaid, I'm probably butchering the pronunciation there, became peopled at last. And though the Cenobite realizes his personality, it is often an impoverished personality that he so realizes. Shallow speakers and shallow thinkers in pulpits and on platforms often talk about the world's worship of pleasure and whine against it, but it is rarely in the world's history that its ideal has been one of joy and beauty. Athena, when you tell people that a society could be built on the ideals of joy and beauty, they think you're a utopian fanaticist. If you tell them society will always be built on exploitation and greed, they think you're wise, and so they make the outcome inevitable. Elias, performative cynicism has always been the hallmark of adolescence. Athena, but has there ever been a society of adults? Can there ever be one? Why is this childishness so extremely powerful, more powerful than joy and beauty? This is making me like Byron, because he is not a utopian as he keeps being described. He believes in the idea of just making things better than they are. And I think that that is an adult view of things. I think we found our guy, but he's trapped. Okay, where did you go? There you go. Going. Really? Okay. I guess I need to risk getting run over by the train. Let's try that again. Okay, that's it. There we go.
Paradise cannot be found. It must be built.
And if I've got this correctly, building process takes forever. Hello, hello, do this.
What can I do for you, 1K? My chief aide, Jeremy, is in charge for now. It's
Sorry.
good practice for him, in
I should
case he
laugh.
decides to run for office one day. Cornelius is responsible for many innovations. He helped create the designs for the upgraded body you inhabit, although the founder chose to remain in her original configuration. But in recent years, he had settled into a life of quiet scholarship. Or so it seemed. Let's assume for a moment that we could use it safely, which I doubt. Does that mean that we should? Is it right for us to dominate the world? We value our own freedom. Should we not also value the freedom of all the living things with which we share this planet?
I think to a certain extent there I'm agreeing with the German sounding guy, starts with I can't remember his name, who we've heard on some of the audio logs. It may apply to some other animals, but mostly it's just humans that are experiencing the universe. An argument could be made that making the universe better should be done for the sake of humans. I'm not sure whether I would make the argument, but it would go on the table. And I think Anubis should probably be putting that decision to the people.
Not now. Let's have this conversation at another time. You still have a lot to do. Better get to it.
What are you looking at? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that does deserve some looking at. Oh, excuse me. Thank you.
Hey, can we talk for a second?
Sure.
I'm still struggling. I was really hoping we'd find Miranda alive. Her way of seeing the world was so inspiring. And the idea that I can never get to know her, that she's gone. I guess I've never really been good at dealing with death. Maybe because it's so rare in New Jerusalem. Except for pets, and even in that case, I find it very hard to deal with. I still miss my first cat, and it's been over a century since she died. When someone dies, it's this void. I know I should just let it go, but some part of me refuses. And I feel like that part, it hurts me, but it also keeps me human. And I know it would be healthier if I said, okay, Miranda is someone I never met. She's just a bunch of glitchy old files. But if I do that, as rational as it seems, it feels like I'm surrendering something. Something that matters.
Again, should rage and burn. Rage against the dying of the light. And don't go and use the pain as a foundation to build something. You can let go of the pain but still care about the person. You have to let go when you're still alive, you have to let go this isn't helping. greatest art, well, a lot of the greatest art that's ever been made has been made off the back of pain. Use it while you've got it.
Interesting. I hadn't thought of pain as something you can use. If I can take the pain and use it to create something or to do something, maybe that's a way of not surrendering to death.
It's a way of conquering death.
Thanks, 1K. I'm really gonna think about that. Of course, go ahead. I hear he escaped Pellegrino and peed all over Melville's workshop, so apparently he's doing great. I miss him, though. I always feel like the fact that he likes me is a huge compliment. Lifts me up somehow. Honestly, I'm not sure how I couldn't see it more clearly before. It doesn't match anything Alexandra Drennan believed in, and continuing Drennan's legacy was Athena's whole point.
I'm thinking that he's going to say no to this.
Nope, but at least I finally understand why Athena wanted to get out of the simulation so badly. On the one hand, there's so much we could do with the theory of everything. So many lives I could live. I have enough ideas for the next, 20,000 years, easily. And that's just from 5 minutes of thinking about it. On the other hand, Miranda's gone. So much hope, so much grief. I don't know how to balance that. I think he's done his best. I don't disrespect him, but I'm not sure he's leading us down the right path. Despite everything that's gone wrong here, I'm not sure we should just reject what the megastructure has to offer.
He's kept the place ticking over until finding here. And from the sounds of it, the people have responded well to it generally. Not all. Maybe we individuals don't fit. But for the most part, he seems to have done an alright job.
In the ancient year 1969, a band called Mellow Macaron wrote a psychedelic rock song about the Talos Principle. It's called Cretan Bronze Man's Flying Mystery Adventure.
Is this real? Nice.
I don't know if it's nice, but it's definitely the most understandable song on the album. There's another one which is called The Fish People Will Teach You How to Sing, Mr. Allen, which
Drugs.
is 20 minutes long and was recorded underwater.
Of course it was. Is it any good?
I think you need psychedelics to enjoy it, really.
Yeah.
Maybe if you stick your head inside a really large magnet.
I like your cooties, very relatable. Okay. 5. Did I try 5? I don't know. Was that the one that I put my head in? No, seems new. Nuisance. What a nuisance. And that's the end. Okay, in here we have a red platform. Litter. Okay, we've got a double. Can you do that? So you can connect from a certain angle. Okay. And that opens unpowered. Ah, you've got to get it to turn off. That's pretty simple. Connect it to there. There. On top of there, and make sure that this is connected to there, 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 and there. Hopefully it will move there just long enough. No, it doesn't. That is indeed a nuisance. It's a massive nuisance. That is not in the right position. Let's just get it to... Okay, that seems to be connected now. Oh, clever, 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 clever. You're not using it as the way to get to it, you're using it as the way to block it. So it's got long enough to power up, and then we'll just very briefly shoot you over. Nice! Alright, that was a clever puzzle. I enjoyed that one.
Tell me, Yakut, what impact do you think the megastructure will have on the future of this island?
It depends on what we do with it. Miranda used it to spread life, to make things better. We can do the same.
And yet, poor Miranda lost her own life doing so.
She just made a mistake. She couldn't wait to show everyone what they discovered. We can be more careful.
Alright, so this is where I was before. Turn these off. Bring that down. Done. Red ball. So the red one needs to be on top. What does it? I don't know. Well, let's have a look. Okay. Let's get it out of the way. Not actually connected, hang on. Right, you see that? So we're connected to that, and that, and that. Yep.
A solid solution. Well done.
Seven, good to go. That connects to the wrong things. That's interesting. But in that case, it connects to the right thing. Do that to get through the door. Oh, this looks like a tough one. Cinnamon. I think I need to charge this up blue. Then I can... Yeah. Ah. And switch this. That did. Well, that makes that move. Does it? Oh, you need both. Okay. That can't be right. recharge loot. Oh, I can swap the charge while I'm in there. I need the charge from red to start with. No, I need to charge balloons back, and then how do I swap it back? With that red. I don't think it was blue either. Yep, so I'm going back to this too. Not doing too well on this one. Hit up 7. And this. Where's 8? Over here. Keep an eye out for slots. Gonna need them. Lift of Seer, that's his name.
The reason I have always admired Alexandra Drennan is that even in death, she fought to see the world as it is, not as she wanted to see it. I say fought because I believe this is not an easy matter. It is a mental and spiritual struggle that we must undertake with great seriousness, even when we are joking. The ancients believed that for most of us, the world is a shadow cast by a flame, dimly seen on the wall of a cave.
Good note of this.
Our task is not to interpret these shapes, but to free ourselves from the cave itself.
Sorry about that. So I'm just finding a way to jot down these locations. Okay, so we've got top left, one underneath and below, lift that, up on the right, we've got one above another, one over here, can't see what I'm doing, sorry, I'm just trying to make some notes. Okay, So that one. That one. And that one. I'm not sure which one's mean turned on or which one's mean turned off. But let's go find out. Okay, where were the switches? I don't even remember. Over past this puzzle, I think? No, not that puzzle. Different puzzle. 6. Over past 6. Over here. So, about that. Carry on. Okay, yeah. So here's the switches. Let's try and line them up. Okay, this appears to be the 2. Yeah, this is the direction I'm facing in. So let's try this one. And this one, and this one. And this one? No, opposite way round then. Let's try mixing everything. Isn't quite what I meant. That one. There we go. Let's go claim that Sphinx thingy. Yeah, lovely.
If the fool persisted in his foolishness, would he become wise?
The fool never stays the fool. So it's a point of transition, isn't it? Hello?
To us who have only just begun this journey of philosophy, the world may seem like a mystery that can never be solved. A great deal has been written since the days of the Seven Sages, but how much of it is truth and how much of it is idle speculation? I've offended many by saying that most philosophy will, as the centuries pass, be discarded as foolishness and superstition. But it is a truth only philosophers fail to see. And yet we cannot abandon reason and conclude that we cannot know anything. Rather, we must accept that the journey towards understanding will be long. And our task is to build a foundation for those who will one day arrive at its destination.
What is this? You can find things. That's the first thing I found. Not observant enough, apparently. I've been too busy hunting down the question marks. Transference, blue, connector, driller, window, swap forward. Is that a teleporter? Yes, it's a teleporter. power, but stop it when it's on the switch. Like that. Teleporter. How do I get drilling with me? Teleport like that. Oh, I can teleport to there. Like that. Teleport is really great to get through. Like that. There we go. Okay, but we've only got 6 done.
Excuse me. I was looking at your research log, and I was rather perplexed by the latest upload.
Oh, Melville strikes again.
Is that your foot, Melville?
Yes. Do you want to see it up close? Although you won't be able to fully enjoy it as you don't have a rear camera.
Sorry, Mayor. Melville just has a unique way of taking pictures.
Next time you're getting an upgrade, you coot. I'm installing a mute button.
What we have over here? There's a question mark. There's a question mark. Off we go. Question mark. Not sure if it's setting faster, but it's more fun. See what we've got. A puzzle! I need a puzzle. Vertical locomotion. Excuse me. Up we go. Okay, for the teleporter. Slight issue. So wait till it's on the other side of it. Reconnect it like not like that. Like you like that. Hop on board. Tell them. Nope, not quite like that. To keep the thing on there, don't you? Okay. Okay. Oops. Yeah. Still wobbling around at the end there. Oh, I stole a teleporter. Okay, we're looking for more question marks. Maybe I can use this teleporter to help. Woo! Scary dear. Got that. Can I steal other things? Okay. Run and jump up. Not getting frazzled. Oh, is that not a puzzle? Pet teleporter there. Oh, it doesn't actually work. I can take it, but it doesn't do anything. Jailbreak. Well, I just did that. Okay. Okay, so we've got to get the platform all the way along there. Oh, this looks fun. By fun, I mean excruciating. Okay. Go in. Ah. Okay. That thing gets shut off the second it starts moving. Oh shoot. I messed up. Well, maybe I just had to sacrifice one of these. I can't get rid of it because it's stuck on it. Okay. So, got to keep going. So let's keep going. Let you in here. Okay. Really can't get you out there, can I? Marsh, look. So close. Oh! I can still connect to that. You can connect to that and that. While I stand here. You bump into me and then you go all the way to the end. No! So close yet so far. see the beam, like there. Movement from there. There's the door. I'll use this to connect that, there. Button. Here it is. Move that and jump up there. Hey! Well, there's the 8. Not the official ones, but that's 8 of them
The
anyway.
founder has a remarkable gift for designing these trials. But then, she did have to overcome Elohim, whose very purpose was to design trials.
Arm reader. Against decay. Author unknown. From selected archive documents A to C. We live in a decaying system which in turn produces ideologies of decay to justify its existence. No matter what cultural signifiers they get packaged with, these ideologies come down to the same material result. A future in which for the average person there is less of everything. To paraphrase Mark Fisher, we find it easier to imagine the decline of civilization than to imagine a civilization worth living in. Those of us who still believe that humanity can thrive, that there is a path forward other than willful or accidental decay, are out of sync with the system. No matter how we phrase our arguments, they will be perceived in terms of whatever cultural signifiers the listener opposes. It's a deeply frustrating, depressing, even infuriating situation. But what can we do except patiently explain and hope conditions change? In other words, what can we do except have faith? Athena, this was written only a few months before the discovery of the virus. There was no time for conditions to change. Founding 11 Hypatia Journals. New Jerusalem, day 882. It's been a while since I last wrote an entry in my journal. Much has changed in New Jerusalem. We've put up a good chunk of the planned living quarters, and the old storage facility has been converted into a movie theatre of all things. So we still argue a lot, but now it's mostly about which film we'll be watching next. Other construction efforts are going well too, although we've begun to run out of readily accessible resources. Our scavenging expeditions are ranging further and further afield with each passing month, and the sights that they have reported on sound truly marvellous. One day I might want to go see for myself. It's a good thing in that regard that we'll be getting 2 new citizens soon, because everyone is as busy as ever. More hands to help us build our future. I can't wait to meet them. Some more Trevor.
How is this supposed to work? The system is meant to last centuries. Centuries! And yeah, Chernyshevsky's plan, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But I'm working with hardware that was deliberately designed to fail. Planned obsolescence, baby. Selling broken garbage just to make another buck. A buck you can't even spend because in a few more weeks, we'll be extinct. Was it worth it? That's the part that Alexandra doesn't see. The greed, the stupidity, the selfishness, the way that we created this whole situation in the first place. She wants you to be like us, but if you ask me, there's a whole lot of human history and behavior you can just throw away, chuck it in the trash, right? You have a chance at a fresh start. Make the best of it.
No pressure. Okay, interesting. Chernyshevsky, 21. From Arkady Chernyshevsky's In Our Likeness, Essays on Humankind Reaching Adulthood. War is the crudest, most obscene human activity. It may justly be called an abomination, for it is the absolute negation of conscious human will. F358. There is only a single cause of war for all the endless deceptions that are foisted upon us, and that is the acquisition of resources. That's not true. There's plenty of ideological wars. However, varied ideologies are constructed to justify this crude behaviour, this childish degeneration of thought and communication, but history reveals the ruthless, unflattering truth. We imagine crusaders as fanatics of a cause willing to die for their religion, yet the Fourth Crusade culminated not in the conquest of Jerusalem, but in the looting of Constantinople, setting the stage for the triumph of the very enemy the Crusades claimed to oppose. Why? The answer, as with every war, is the same. It's popular amongst the ghouls of the establishment and their misanthropic friends in the intelligentsia to ascribe the persistence of war to human nature, but careful observation of facts reveals the opposite to be true. Individual human beings must be broken in order to submit to war, their minds distorted by ideology and their bodies by poverty and ruthless training to make them compliant. Without force, the majority of human beings only seek to protect themselves and are traumatized by the act of killing. But if it is resources that are the core cause of war, then it is only in the production and distribution of resources that an answer may be found. It is not enough to morally condemn war, we must work to prevent the material issues that endanger us all. Also, World War I wasn't caused by the acquisition of resources, it was caused by an attempt to stop war, ironically. Almost exactly what he's describing what we should. Archive message from Guta to Athena. Dear Founder, I'm afraid that we're losing our humanity. We're angry at each other, always disagreeing about everything, unable to forgive each other for being different. I don't know how much longer, and I don't know what could save us. Please help us, Founder. Please, Guta. Not losing your humanity, you found it. Trial 5359. Is that the number? Resuming trials with new protocols. Energy output contained no errors. 5360 to 6397. Hyperbolic growth. 6398 to 7000. Advanced synthesis. Lossless conversion. From Byron to Athena. I just wish I knew why you didn't tell me. Message to Drennan. Unknown to Alexander Drennan at Ian. Who do you think you are playing God like that? When Mother Nature has finally found a way of getting rid of us, you come up with this harebrained scheme to keep our destruction of the planet going. Just try for 1 second to think about something other than your own arrogance and hubris, Alexandra. Try to imagine what you're really doing here. Without your robotic perversions, the future looks beautiful. No more humans murdering everything in their path. The skies clear up. The stars become visible again. The rivers stop being filthy, and after a few decades they're full of fish again. Dolphins and whales roam the seas like their ancestors did. The cities turned into jungles. Bats nest in the skyscrapers where... Bats nest in the skyscrapers. I think that's going to be where, not where. Where hedge fund managers used it to ruin lives. The Earth lives on as it was meant to, peacefully and quietly, until some day in the distant future when it all ends, like it was also meant to. Or we take your path, we continue our rampage, we place ourselves above the animals. We think we know better than Mother Nature, we violate all boundaries, we ruin all purity. Perhaps we even defy death, just so we can keep spreading our filth. Then we spread to other planets to do more of the same, and in the end, what have we left behind but plastic and radiation? Think, Alexandra, isn't it better for beauty to return to the Earth? For us to acknowledge that intelligence was a mistake and to gracefully exit while we can? Stop this. Go spend time with your friends and loved ones before the end. Let it go. Let us all go. Let there be peace. Miranda, I don't understand how someone could hate humanity so much. This person must have been full of sadness and frustration to write something so ugly. Athena, I've tried to understand this as well, but I still don't. I heard someone at work today expressing a rather similar sentiment to this, and it really shocked me. I don't get how people can have that sentiment either. Straton and Socrates. Against the Athenians and Socrates alike, from the complete works of Straton of Stragiera. In killing a philosopher for asking questions they did not like, the Athenians committed themselves to a tragedy with an ironic ending. Some will say that his true crime was his friendship with Alcibiades, the shameless deceiver of idiots and buffoons, and the insipid brute Critias, and that he was executed as an enemy of democracy. That he was the latter can hardly be denied, for Socrates asked not too many questions, but too few, or he would not have survived the rule of the 30 tyrants. Yet in the end he got what he had asked for, a tyrannical decision made by would-be wise men against the spirit of freedom, which he obeyed like a knave. And the Athenians, in fulfilling his wishes, strangled the roots of democracy while seeking to preserve it. Miranda, ouch, no wonder Straton wasn't popular. Athena, people who speak the truth at all times rarely are. No schematics. Bit rare. Nope. No sign of any schematics. Never mind then. Let's go into the tower. If I can get out of this little maze. Okay, tower. Oh, that's already. Oh joy, it's these. The one. Woohoo! Oh, excuse me. Let's go speak to one of the entities. Who's it going to be? Oh, we just freed Prometheus, so I think it might be him. No, it's the Sphinx.
This is the last time we will speak, creature of clay. Together, we have told the stories of ancient gods and heroes. But the golden ages of the past are distant. The gods have retreated to their high places, and there are no heroes amongst men. In days gone by, I was renowned for my riddles. But you, creature of clay, are a riddle without an answer.
An answer, you just can't see it. I don't need an answer. Existence is enough. I will find my answer. Wow. without an answer. What do you mean?
Let us hope that you will. Farewell, creature of clay. Remember my stories, and do not let the flame burn you.
I will try.
That is an unsettling amount of energy. I would hate to see what would happen if one of those beams was aimed at something else.
That was a bit of a lackluster ending to the episode with no real riddles. And I've not had any revelatory thoughts about puzzle 3 or 7, unfortunately. Right, what I'll do then is I'll head to the next area and just quickly so you can see what it is. A bit of a teaser for the next episode. I heard it, I didn't see it. Enter capsule. Anthropic Hills. This rocky highland terrain has been dramatically still, but also comedic. Places of belonging, Athens. To understand what humanity is capable of, what it means to flourish, we have to look at the golden age of Athenian democracy. The list of geniuses who lived in Athens at this time is so long it's almost inconceivable. Pericles, Sophocles, Aeschylus, Phidias, Euripides, Herodotus, Thucydides, Plato, Socrates, Hippocrates, Aristophanes, Aristotle. Oh, why'd you have to make me pronounce them? And the list goes on. There are people who change world history. Without them, there is no Straton of Straghiella to inspire Alexander Brennan. Without them, we do not exist. Was it a perfect time? No, undoubtedly not. But listing the flaws obscures the greater truth. Given the opportunity, given freedom and resources and space to grow, human beings are capable of incredible things. It would mean everything to me to walk the roads where these people once walked, to stand where they stood, and think about the world as they dared to. Let's try that again. Anthropic Hills.
The next area you're going to is... Honestly, it's better if you see for yourself.
Oh, okay. I'm intrigued. Are you intrigued? Drum roll. Okay, yes, definitely anthropic. Wow. Miranda, you were busy. Is this you?
Hello there, Byron. What can I do for you?
I don't know if I got through to Athena. Things are going very wrong in this city, and she has to do something about it.
Does she?
Who else are they going to listen to?
Well, I don't know. How about you?
I'm an explorer, Cornelius, not a leader. I don't know how to convince anyone.
So? Do you think Athena and I are somehow different? We're just people, Byron. We're no wiser than you are, just a little older.
But he didn't know that. I'm assuming that was when he was a bit younger. Anyway, this looks like a cool place to explore, which we will be doing in the next episode. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Early on.